he won.
And Pacquiao won that shit.
Yeah?
Pacquiao won that shit. I had it.
Clearly a Manny win.
Yeah.
But they had to keep the draw because, you know, Vegas.
How did Manny look?
I thought he won.
You thought he won?
I think he won the fight.
You think he won?
Super close fight. I thought Pac won, but it was a super close fight, man.
Yeah.
I think Manny won 7-5.
The boxing world is reacting to Saturday's controversial draw between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. While the official scorecards read a split draw, numerous boxing professionals are voicing their disagreement with the decision. Former champions, trainers, and analysts have taken to social media and interviews claiming Pacquiao clearly won the fight and was robbed by the judges. Former Olympic gold medalist and two-division world champion Andre Ward shared his immediate reaction to the Pacquiao-Barrios decision. As one of boxing's most respected analysts, Ward didn't hold back his thoughts on the controversial scoring.
I don't know, man. I thought Manny won that. I thought Manny won that fight, brother. I know he lost the last round. I think on all the judges' scorecards, that was the difference maker. I thought Manny won the fight, bro. I thought he did more. I thought Manny did more, man. What y'all think? Manny won the fight. Wasn't by a lot, but it was enough. I thought Manny did more in certain rounds and stole rounds. It was some close rounds, but I thought Manny did what he's supposed to do.
Ward joins other boxing pros who think Pacquiao did enough to win the fight. Many experts felt Pacquiao was more active and won more rounds, even though he lost the last round on all three scorecards. Former welterweight champion Shawn Porter gave a detailed breakdown of what he witnessed during the Pacquiao-Barrios fight. Porter, who fought both men during his career, analyzed the tactical aspects of the bout and explained why he felt it was difficult to score rounds in favor of Barrios. As someone who understands both fighters' styles, Porter focused on the control and aggression shown throughout the contest.
Who do you think won the fight?
It was really hard for me to give Mario rounds. I thought that, Manny is a systematic fighter. He works, jab, 1-2s. He's always leading with the straight left. I don't feel like Mario took control, took charge at any points.
Porter's analysis highlighted how Pacquiao's experience and ring IQ allowed him to dictate the tempo of the fight. The former champion emphasized that Barrios never seemed to seize control of any significant portions of the bout, which made it difficult to justify giving him winning rounds. When pressed about the reasoning behind the controversial draw decision, Porter became visibly frustrated and launched into a broader criticism of boxing's judging system. The retired champion, who has been vocal about officiating issues in the sport, used this opportunity to express his deep concerns about the qualifications and competence of current judges.
I don't know, man. I think it's bad judging, incompetence as usual, I think, and I'm retired for a reason. I didn't retire because I couldn't get decisions, but simply put, there's a lot that goes on in this game that I don't agree with, and this just adds to my fire to stay retired and try to empower the change that I feel is needed. There's no logic.
Okay.
There's no logic. I know that the judges are announced. I know that we know who the judges are and all those sorts of things. Don't even tell me their names because I wouldn't know anything about them anyway. I just think that there's only, I'm more familiar with the referees. There's referees that I instantly trust when I see them in the ring. I gotta be honest, there ain't one judge, and I don't know them by name, but I don't trust judges. I just really don't. They don't come from this school, so they don't understand this school. And those guys they're not even in high school. I'm sorry, but respect to them, but they're not even in high school. They didn't do the required things to get a GED, but they're up here trying to judge and be in charge of fucking Manny Pacquiao is what?
Porter's scathing assessment reflects a growing frustration among active and retired fighters about the disconnect between judges and the sport itself. His comments suggest that many boxing professionals feel the current judging system lacks the expertise needed to properly evaluate high-level professional fights, particularly when legendary fighters like Pacquiao are involved. Former world champion Chris Algieri shared his thoughts on the Pacquiao-Barrios fight, giving credit to both fighters while breaking down the key factors that influenced the bout. Algieri, who fought Pacquiao himself back in 2014, offered insight into what surprised him most about the 46-year-old legend's performance and why he felt Barrios failed to capitalize on his opportunities throughout the fight.
Super close fight, back and forth. I mean, Manny shocked me. I didn't think that he was going to be able to do the 12 rounds route. He looked really good until the 12th round. And Barrios just didn't do enough, man. He just was stuck in second gear. It seemed like there were a lot of opportunities for him to take advantage, and he just didn't. Manny did a great job of utilizing the crowd, utilizing his hand speed, his foot speed, some movement just to keep the emotion there. I was saying during the PPV.com live chat, I mean, Barrios fighting with zero swagger, with no attitude. Like, just wasn't selling anything he was doing. He did a lot of good work, but it, like, you had to be really, really watching to see him do it. And yeah, I don't know, man. I think as close as that was, as close as that fight, was. I mean, how do you not give it to Manny?
Algieri's assessment focused on the intangible elements that often influence close fights: crowd engagement, swagger, and the ability to make an impression on judges. His analysis suggests that while Barrios may have done technical work, Pacquiao's experience in selling his offense and controlling the narrative of the fight ultimately made the difference. The former champion's question at the end captures the sentiment of many boxing professionals who felt that in such a close contest, the edge should have gone to the more active and engaging fighter. Following the controversial draw with Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao addressed the media about his feelings on the decision. The 46-year-old legend reflected on his performance after being away from the ring for 4 years. Despite the disappointing result on the scorecards, Pacquiao remained positive about his return to boxing.
Tonight, I know you enjoyed the fight, but I thought, although the decision is not really favor to me, like I'm sad, but I did my best. Being a no fight for 4 years, I'm happy for my performance tonight.
Pacquiao's comments showed his mixed emotions about the night's outcome. While clearly disappointed with the judge's decision, he expressed satisfaction with his own performance. The Filipino icon seemed to take pride in proving he could still compete at a high level after such a long layoff. When reporters asked about Floyd Mayweather's recent comments suggesting a potential rematch, Pacquiao didn't hesitate to respond. The question came up during the post-fight press conference as media members probed about future opponents. Pacquiao made it clear he's open to facing anyone, including his former rival Mayweather.
It's hard to talk about the fighter who retired already. If he comes out, then go sign the contract and we'll fight. I mean, let's fight again if you want. I have no problem with that. I'm active now. I don't pick my opponent. I don't, I fight them all in my weight division.
Pacquiao's response put the ball firmly in Mayweather's court regarding a potential second fight. The statement reinforced his willingness to face any challenger in his weight class. His comments suggest he's focused on staying active and isn't interested in cherry-picking opponents as he continues his comeback. Following Pacquiao's challenge to Floyd Mayweather after the Barrios fight, Chris Algieri was asked to weigh in on the possibility of a second bout between the two legends. The former champion, who has experience fighting both men, offered his perspective on the business and competitive aspects of a potential rematch. Algieri analyzed how Pacquiao's recent performance might have shifted the dynamics between the two fighters.
That's entirely up to Manny. I think he's in the driver's seat now. It's amazing that he was able to, to fight at that level. But I think, Barrios is definitely gonna want to fight. It's money. It's a big money opportunity. But I don't know, man. I think Manny has a lot of options. Because listen, if Floyd's talking about coming back, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Because I know how Floyd is when it comes to, seeing other people doing their thing. He's like, I think that's a really good possibility of happening. But again, that's going to come down to Floyd and Manny. I think they're both in the driver's seat. Floyd's always in the driver's seat,
Algieri's comments highlight the complex dynamics at play in a potential Pacquiao-Mayweather rematch. His insight into Floyd's competitive nature suggests that seeing Pacquiao back in action might motivate the retired champion to return. The analysis also touches on the financial incentives that could drive both fighters to make the bout happen, with Algieri recognizing that both legends maintain significant leverage in any potential negotiations. In a surprising twist to the Pacquiao-Barrios controversy, former welterweight champion Keith Thurman Thurman, revealed he had placed a significant bet on the fight ending in a draw. Thurman, who fought Pacquiao in 2019, shared his reaction after cashing in on what many considered an unlikely outcome.
I got paid.
You got paid?
I got paid.
Wait, you bet the draw?
500. I got paid.
No, you didn't.
Come on, you want to see the ticket?
Yes, I want to see the ticket.
You want to see the ticket. He'll tell you. What I tell you?
He said,
Manny don't lose in Vegas, so you gotta have a draw.
So I said the casino don't want to let Manny lose. So the casino don't want to let Manny lose. And I knew it was rare, right? Because Mario Barrios just came off of a draw. But I said, man, I don't know why. But it's right there, baby. It's right there. First ticket. First ticket.
You gotta move to the right.
how much you
ticket.
You want $8,500?
Easy work. Easy work. I don't know. Maybe I know boxing. Maybe I don't. I don't know what I know.
You thought it was a draw, though, Keith?
Look.
Thurman's successful bet adds another layer to the night's events, showing that at least one boxing insider saw the potential for a controversial decision. His $8,500 payout demonstrates that some in the boxing world anticipated the judges might struggle to pick a clear winner in this closely contested bout. After the controversial draw with Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios sat down for interviews showing visible signs of the tough fight. With a noticeable bruise under his eye, the younger fighter was asked about his experience facing the 46-year-old legend and what surprised him most during their 12-round battle. Barrios offered candid insights into Pacquiao's remaining skills and power despite his advanced age.
A little bit, just seeing a lot of those, those steps, those angles that he usually like, or the way he runs in and steps in, even when he looks all balanced, those punches, they still have a lot of power behind them.
What did you make of his power? Did it surprise you at all?
Not necessarily that it surprised me, but he's strong as fuck. There's some punches in there you don't want to be getting hit by, and he definitely hits you with some punches that you don't want to get hit by from different angles.
Barrios's comments provide valuable insight from someone who just experienced Pacquiao's power firsthand. His acknowledgement of the Filipino icon's strength and ability to land punches from unexpected angles helps explain why many boxing professionals felt Pacquiao deserved the victory. The visible damage on Barrios's face seemed to support his assessment of Pacquiao's continued effectiveness in the ring. Lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez was among the many boxing stars in attendance for the Pacquiao-Barrios fight. When approached by reporters after the controversial draw decision was announced, Lopez didn't hesitate to share his opinion on who he felt deserved the victory. The young champion's assessment was direct and confident about what he witnessed in the ring.
Anytime, bro. Anytime, bro.
Who do you think won tonight?
Come again?
Who do you think won tonight?
Pacquiao, man.
Pacquiao. Close or wide?
Huh?
Close or wide?
Wide. That's Pacquiao wide, bro.
Lopez's emphatic response adds to the growing chorus of professional fighters who believe Pacquiao was robbed of a clear victory. His assessment that it wasn't even close, calling it wide for Pacquiao, reflects the sentiment among many boxing insiders who felt the legendary fighter dominated enough rounds to earn a decisive win rather than a controversial draw. Manny Pacquiao was asked about his personal assessment of the controversial draw with Mario Barrios. The 46-year-old legend was questioned about his own unofficial scorecard and his reaction to hearing the judge's decision. Pacquiao's candid response revealed just how comfortable he felt during the fight and his confidence in his performance.
Did you think the fight was close, Manny, or you thought you won by 3-4 points?
I would like my scorecard is like 8-4.
Okay.
8-4 or 7-5 is the worst.
When they announced the decision and they said it was a draw, what were you thinking in your mind?
It's happened again.
Bobby said that you told them it was like sparring. Bobby Pacquiao said your brother said you told them it was like sparring.
It felt like it was a sparring.
Yeah, like sparring. Yeah, like sparring. Yeah.
Pacquiao's comparison of the fight to a sparring session demonstrates his level of comfort and control throughout the bout. His personal scorecard of 8-4 or 7-5 in his favor shows he believed he won convincingly, making the draw decision even more frustrating. The relaxed nature of his assessment suggests he felt he was never in serious danger during the 12 rounds against Barrios. Promoter Hearn offered a different perspective on Pacquiao's performance against Mario Barrios, suggesting that while the result was controversial, it revealed more about Barrios' limitations than Pacquiao's continued excellence. Hearn questioned what would happen if Pacquiao faced higher-level opposition in the welterweight division.
But it just shows you that's got everything to do with Mario Barrios. With all due respect, You know, imagine what Brian Norman even would do to Pacquiao, or Boots would do to Pacquiao.
Hearn's comments suggest he views the close result as more of an indictment of Barrios' ability rather than proof of Pacquiao's decline. However, this perspective contrasts sharply with the boxing professionals who felt Pacquiao clearly won and deserved better from the judges. The British promoter continued his assessment by pointing to Barrios' recent performance history, specifically referencing his previous fight on the Jake Paul undercard. Hearn used this as evidence to support his argument that Barrios isn't operating at true elite level, which he believes explains the competitive nature of the Pacquiao fight.
Oh, but look, the guy at Barrios just drew. He drew, or in his last fight on the Jake Paul card.
Yeah, Ramos.
Yeah. Like, I thought he lost the fight. I was there. I was ringside. It was awful. It weren't even. It's not elite. It's not world championship level. And you know, listen, respect to Pacquiao. I mean, he's gone in there after what, 5 years out and got a draw with a world champion. But you know.
While Hearn acknowledges Pacquiao's accomplishment in staying competitive after years away, his overall assessment differs from the majority of boxing insiders who viewed the performance as proof that the legend still has championship-level skills and was wrong by the judging. Rolando Romero shared his take on the Pacquiao-Barrios fight, offering a more balanced perspective than many other boxing professionals. Romero acknowledged the competitive nature of the bout, while still giving credit to the 46-year-old legend's performance. His assessment focused on the specific rounds where Pacquiao showed his best form.
I thought, you know, it was a close fight where it could have went either way, but Pacquiao looked good, man. Pacquiao looked good for those first, 8 rounds. He looked real good.
Romero's comments provide a nuanced view of the fight, recognizing both the closeness of the contest and Pacquiao's strong showing in the early to middle rounds. While he didn't join the chorus of fighters claiming Pacquiao was robbed, his praise for the Filipino icon's performance through 8 rounds suggests he saw clear periods of dominance that could have justified a victory on the scorecards. When asked about the possibility of a rematch with Manny Pacquiao following their controversial draw, Mario Barrios expressed openness to running it back. The 29-year-old champion seemed confident about his chances in a potential second encounter and left the decision largely up to the Filipino legend. Barrios appeared eager to settle any lingering questions about who truly won their first meeting.
I feel like, you know, if he wanted to run it back, you know, that would be completely, you know, his choice. But yeah, I mean, I'm with it if that's what he wants.
Barrios' willingness to face Pacquiao again shows his confidence despite the mixed reactions to his performance in the first fight. With many boxing professionals believing Pacquiao deserved the victory, a rematch could provide both fighters an opportunity to leave no doubt about the outcome. The interest from Barrios suggests the controversial nature of the draw has only added fuel to the potential for a second bout. Veteran boxing broadcaster Jim Gray, who has covered some of the sport's biggest fights over decades, didn't hold back his feelings about the controversial Pacquiao-Barrios draw. The respected journalist and commentator expressed his dismay with the judging, while praising what he witnessed from the 46-year-old legend. Gray's extensive experience in boxing gave weight to his assessment of both the performance and the officiating.
Jim, did you think Pacquiao won that fight? It was good.
Manny Pacquiao won. Yes, I did. I'm not a judge, but it's clear to me and clear to my eyes. And it's a shame. It's a shame for boxing. 2 judges who, you know, can't decide who the winner is. Really? Barrios, the champion. I guess you have to beat the champion, and I guess in their eyes they didn't clearly do that. But to me, it was an astounding, amazing, outstanding performance by a 46-year-old man. This is one of the all-time great performances.
Gray's criticism adds significant credibility to the growing outcry against the judging in the Pacquiao-Barrios fight. As someone who has witnessed boxing's greatest moments and controversies, his assessment that this decision was a shame for boxing carries considerable weight in the sport. His praise for Pacquiao's performance at such an advanced age, whether it was Pacquiao's ring control, his consistent aggression, or simply his ability to make Barrios look ordinary, one thing is certain: the legend proved he still belongs at boxing's highest level. Even his opponent acknowledged the power and angles that reminded everyone why Pacquiao is considered one of the greatest of all time. The controversial decision may have denied Pacquiao an official victory, but it couldn't take away what everyone witnessed: a masterclass in boxing from a fighter who many thought was finished. So now we want to hear from you. After seeing Pacquiao prove he can still compete at the highest level, who should he fight next? Floyd Mayweather for the mega rematch? A direct rematch with Barrios to settle the score? Or someone else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know who you think would be the perfect opponent for Manny's next fight.